Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, being you, and for being a part of my dream. I just wanted to talk a little bit about puberty when it comes to girls. I can't talk about boys and men. Sorry, I'm not that.
I'm Mr. Too Slippery, nigga. I'm with the fucking sharks, you with the fishes, nigga. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest, nigga.
I have no experience, so but I just wanted to let's see, how do I say this? I'm hungry. What did I eat earlier? Anyways, I just want to make a video, safe space and everything, just talking about it because y'all, being a teenage girl can be challenging. You know, you have your period that's coming on. Not only do you have your period coming on, but your friends are having their periods come on, and then you have some friends who get their period before you do, some friends who get theirs later. But in the midst of it, you know, as people are getting their period, you might be thinking, damn, I'm like the first person, or you might be thinking, damn, like everybody got their period before me, like what the fuck is going on? Am I gonna get my period? Am I not? You hear about, you know, the cramps and everything like that, and it's kind of like you're low-key just anticipating so much. On top of the periods, some of us, in terms of me, I also have friends too who is like starting to have sex, and my whole life I knew I didn't want to do that until I was ready. But you know, even being a teenage girl was just like, oh, okay, like, you know, if you like it, I love it, I guess, you know. But you do have friends who are having sex, and then they might be asking you like, when are you gonna have sex, or when are you gonna have a boyfriend, this and that. You also have friends who are having boyfriends. Like, it's so much that goes on with being a teenage girl, and in the midst and in the moment of it, you know, you're like just thinking so much and low-key overthinking, because also too, you're also trying to, or you are finding your identity. You're finding what you like, what you don't like, who do you want to be, and you're also just taking things from your friends as well. And I just remember just being like, not peer pressured, but definitely just like, damn, like, and not feeling like the oddball out or nothing like that, like, no. But I definitely was just feeling different, or like I just couldn't relate to a lot of things, because it was just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not really worried about having no boyfriends. I did have little crushes here and there, but I wasn't really worried about having no boyfriends or nothing like that. I was very nervous to talk to guys. And then on top of like already having your period, and then your boobs be growing. Oh my gosh, I remember when my boobs were growing, and that shit was sore as fuck. But then you also have terms where, like, once again, as you're finding your identity, you might have friends that you're not really clicking with no more. I remember moving out of my town, and like all of the friends that I thought were gonna continue being my friends and everything like that literally wasn't, or we literally just stopped talking and like just fell off from talking. And then even that was just like, damn. And then also too, you have friends that you might be getting into like drama and mess with, you know. You might like the same boy, or this might happen, that might happen. Now this girl talking about you behind your back about some shit that you done told her. Some girls be messy and they be telling other people all of your business, and then it's just like, why would you tell all these people my business that I told you? It's kind of rough going through puberty and being a teenage girl. But if you're watching this and you're a teenage girl, just know it does get better, and that's not life forever. I wish like a lot of us knew, and I just want other little girls to know that like your teenage years is not forever. I know it feels like it. I know. I know it feels like you gotta know everything you want to do right now, but honey, it's not forever. One day you are going to be in your 20s, in your 30s. I can't speak no past of that because I'm only 25. But one day you're gonna be in your 20s, and guess what? You're gonna low-key have a do-over. Like, to me, I feel like I have a do-over of that little girl and of the teenage years, because it's like I'm finding myself once again. And then being a teenager and finding yourself, like, you might think you're this type of girl or this type of person, and you might think that you want to have this job, you might think that you want to have these type of friends, you might think that you're going to be doing this, this, and this, just for you to get to, even just for you to graduate high school, go to college, and find out, oh, and you're learning so much just to find out, actually, I don't want to do that. Me personally, the dreams that my teenage self has definitely has not changed, and the person that I wanted to become, that I am now, has never really changed. But there is a lot of things that I thought that I was going to be doing that I'm not doing, you know, and that's okay. So yeah, you're gonna be in your 20s one day, figuring things out once again, figuring your identity out once again. And guess what? It literally all happens again, where, like, you know, you have friends who was doing this, you have friends who was doing that, you have friends who may be graduating college, you might be the person that's waiting, or like taking your time with college while your friends are already done graduating. Or you might be the person who maybe graduates early as fuck. You might be the person who drops out because college is not for you. You might be the person who ends up getting a nice job and making hella money and buying houses. You might be the person who's still working at your teenage job or something like that, you know. It like all happens again. But once you're in your 20s, you just kind of realize, like, oh, we're all literally on our own journey. And as long as as long as we have friends who are genuine and loving, that's what's there to appreciate. And that's the best part of the journey. Is like, yeah, we're all on our own journeys, but as we get older, you realize we're all just here for each other, and we're all going to support each other. If you still have friends and stuff who still acting like high school by the time you're 20s, they gotta fucking go. Because no, honey, we are here growing. We are becoming woman. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because that shit was on my mind, because that shit is hard as fuck. And once again, you kind of feel like the road is ending, or like that's your whole life, but it's not, you know. Things will get better, times will get better. You will find a partner that you love. You will grow your confidence. You will learn how to do your hair. You will learn how to do makeup. You know, you will be able to wear them clothes that you wanted to wear. You know what I'm saying? Not too much though. Not too much. But, you know, that little outfit you wanted to wear, you're going to be able to wear that. The body that you want, you're going to be able to grow and fit into that. The whole, another puberty at 25, 26, 27, or in your 20s, real. You know, our bodies change as we have kids, real. So you're going to be able to have that body. You're going to be able to have your freedom and your independence and go where you want to go to the gym. You're going to be able to move out one day and live your life and like just really be on your journey. Just remember to always be kind to yourself, because people are going to have a lot to say, especially with being a black girl. I feel like people have so much to say, and you need to be doing this, and you need to be doing that, and when you get out here, it's gonna be like this, and when you get out here, it's gonna be like that. But you can't listen to the people. It may not be easy or nothing, but once again, it's not the end of the fucking world. The same way how we thought it was the end of the world with the teenage years, just to get to the 20s and realize, oh, I'm starting again. You're gonna realize it's not the end of the world, and you really cannot listen to people. You know, and I feel like, especially with being a teenage girl, or me personally, I was always trying to find or have people that like I looked up to, but there really wasn't too many people. And sometimes it be like that too, you know. Sometimes you're gonna feel lonely, and you're just gonna feel like, what the fuck is going on? Or you're just gonna be like hearing stuff from people that you don't even want to be like, and you're just gonna be sitting there like, why the fuck are you telling me this? And then once again, with the pressure of like having to know what you want to do and all that stuff, just know, y'all, it's not real. Everything is an illusion. But just know that you are powerful, and you are beautiful, brave, precious. You are one of a kind. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. Whew. And just know also too, even with periods, like, you have your whole life ahead of you to figure out what you want to do. Things are going to change in terms of what you're going to do, and they might change 50 million times. Who fucking knows? things are gonna change. You're gonna have time to figure out, excuse me, yourself. Even me, I remember being a teenage girl, I didn't get my periods, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I don't fucking know what's gonna happen by the time I want to have kids and stuff like that. Just for me to be here, and I've done the work and everything, and I'm good. You know, everything always works out. Everything always is okay. You will have your happily ever after. Just take it easy on yourself. Being teenagers and being girls, yeah, we're going through puberty, and yeah, it makes it seem like because we got a period we're women now. Girl, no. It's still a long way to go. And being teenagers, we're still kids. Even being in our 20s, we're low-key still kids. I mean, even people in their 80s, 50s, 60s is still kids. They just seem to have it all together because they got houses and cars. Bitch, please, you ain't fooling nobody. But yeah, you're still a kid, you know, and you gotta enjoy the teenage years as much as you can. Of course, I know things like depression, anxiety, and all that stuff comes up. You're feeling new emotions, you're seeing new things, you're meeting new people. And I think another thing too is like being a teenager is like, you really feel like nothing is in your control once again, because it's like, you know, you want this, you know, you want that, but it's like, me personally, when I had to move, it was like, damn, I just had to get up because my parents told me, get up, we're moving here. And it was like, oh my gosh, I'm moving here and I'm being ripped away from everything I know. I have no control. I'm going to somewhere that I had no say in. You know, it do be feeling like that sometimes, but once again, just know you will have time to create the life that you want. You will have time to build and be the person that you want. Just take it easy, man. Take it easy. Find spaces that do bring you joy and do help you kind of calm down a little bit, or hobbies, sports, whatever it may be. And just continue to like be you for real. Throughout everything, even though I was like going through my darkest times, I still was myself. People used to try to get me to join clubs and do this in school and do that in school, because when I go to college, it's gonna look like this and it's gonna look like that, and nothing's gonna be on my resume for me to go to college. I just like, no. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. So yeah, once again, I know it feels like the end of the world, but honey, better and brighter days, funner days are coming. Just continue going and try. Once again, I know it's hard, I know, but try not to stress about the little things. Try not to stress about what even adults are telling you. I know it seems like they know what's going on, but they don't. And just really try to just still be a kid. You know, you don't have to rush to have sex. You don't have to rush your period even. You don't have to rush for your body and your boobs to look like this other girls. No, you don't have to rush. It is all going to come. And maybe say it don't come. Say maybe you never have an ass or boobs or fuck it. You still gonna fall in love with yourself either way it goes eventually, or that's what I hope for you. So yeah, I just want to share that, and I don't know, just say everything is going to be okay. But I definitely know being a teenager and being a girl is hard. And then even like, they don't even teach us things. Like, I just remember learning, like, it's like they teach the basis, surface level, bare minimum, and a lot of things I had to like go read and learn for myself. So once again, it's hard and everything, because also too, we're not being taught a lot of things as well when it comes to our bodies, when it comes to society, when it comes to socializing, communicating. Like, we're really not being taught. And even now with social media, but yeah, everything is gonna be okay. And if you have any questions, or if any of you guys need a safe space or person to talk to or just share whatever, I am here. My channel is here, and you are welcome to, like, honestly say whatever you want to say. I really don't give a fuck. Negative, positive, I don't care. So yeah, I love you guys. If you guys have any questions or like any other video ideas or topics and things that I can talk about or you will want for me to talk about, let me know, because that is what I'm here for. So yeah, I love you guys. Keep enjoying. It's almost April, so enjoy April, enjoy summer. Once again, be safe and responsible. That's another thing too. Take your time when it comes to like drinking. Don't be doing stuff just because your friends is doing it. It's okay. You're gonna have your whole life too. I promise you are. So yeah, be safe, keep enjoying, keep being you, and yeah, I love you guys. Bye.